Hello YouTubers, only me. It is Friday the 12th of December 2025. I just realised it's starting to get a little bit darker, but if it gets too dark while recording this, I have da 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 ring light. I should say portable ring light. So if you notice me pausing the video at any point, that'll probably be me putting the ring light on me phone and turning it on when it gets too dark. But at the moment, there's quite a bit of brightness, so I'm good at the moment. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Because it doesn't normally last very long. Once it's on, it dims. When it's been on for like so long, it dims down, and it's like, yeah, it's dying. It's like, ugh. So, but I've made sure it's fully charged, so that's good. Oh, I let this guy go past. Let this guy go past me. So anyway, no, I haven't got the ring light on, not yet. Anyway, so before I get started with my vlog, I'm gonna say this for the final time. I promise this will be the last time I'm gonna say this, because I don't like repeating myself. Unless if it's learning lines, then yeah. But I don't like repeating myself, full stop. So, I'm hoping I would do one last video on the 23rd of this month, which is like a few weeks from now, give or take, because we're on the 12th, so it's like 11 days. So I think it's like a week and a half-ish. So I'm hoping to do one more video to say how this year has been so far, etc., and take it from there. And it'd be see you in 2026 basically. But there's a but. If I don't do the video on the 23rd, that basically means I will automatically take a break from YouTube. I'll probably put it on my community thing to say, yes, I have officially took a break from YouTube, and I will be back on the 3rd, between the 3rd, like starting from the 3rd of January. So round about then I will be back. Because the reason I say the 3rd is because I don't know if I've mentioned this in any of my vlogs, so I'm going to say this again in case if I have. Me and my mum's going to Canterbury, so it's all official. We'll be going on the 29th, and we'll be back on the 2nd. So yeah, 29th of this month, back on the 2nd of next month. So hence 2026. Seeing my grandma and that. So that'd be cool. And that's to celebrate the new year. We've never, well, I'm not saying we've never, I'm saying we haven't done any festive holidays in Canterbury for years. Only because we had to look after a cousin, a second cousin, or cousin removed. One of the family relations. We had to look after them. I think it was over Christmas. And we didn't mind, but we didn't like it at the same time. So I was like, yeah. So that's why we skipped doing Canterbury and just do Canterbury for birthdays. only for some birthdays. There was only some, we could only do some birthdays, like grandma's birthday, for instance, mainly. So, yeah. So, pretty much. So yeah, this is the first time in like ages since we've kind of, done a festive holiday in Canterbury. So that's the general idea. And 2 seconds. Got a bit of a message. Nah, don't know who that is. No! Stupid phone. There we go. Sorry, I had a little pop-up message that goes on my screen. I'm like, who are you? And I was like, yeah, delete. You're a spam. Anyway. So, yeah, so we're going to Canterbury. But I not long ago went to Central Station. I think it was about a week or two ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I think. Had to go to Central Station. No, I'm sure it was last week. Went to Central Station. I had to get us reserved on a different seat because me and my mum we were going to sit separately, and if I didn't do what I did, we would have done that. So I'm quite lucky that happened. That I had to look up on the diagram to find out where we're going to be sitting. I thought, oh shit, we can't do this. Excuse my language. So it was like, yeah, can't do that. So went to Central Station with my carer. Had the tickets ready because I got them collected. Gave tickets to the ticket people who was sorting it out. I said, look, me and my mum sitting separately. Is there a way we can sit together and still obviously do forward travel? And he was going to get us to the aisles. I thought, is that really the best you could do? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, alright. He was like, is that for today? I was like, no. He was like, oh, right, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was like, right. So he was looking again and he was like, we can put you in coach A, sitting forwards. I thought, brilliant. And I looked at the diagram on his booklet, and it's a small table. So 50% I was like, really? But 50% I was like, okay, if that's the best you can do, then okay, we'll take it. I have no more arguments. We'll take it. I know my mum's not going to like it because she's more claustrophobic than I am. So yeah. So that'll probably be the plan. So yeah. So yeah, that would probably be the plan. So yeah, all is well that ends well, as they say. So I'm hoping on the way back we don't end up going backwards. I'm hoping where we're sitting at, because at the moment the way I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I'm hoping we're sitting forwards, but I'm just trying to think the way we're going to be travelling, because I think it's that way instead of that way. So I'm just trying to, visualize it, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm hoping we'll be alright travelling back as well. Otherwise I'll be changing them as well. I'll be like, oh. But I requested facing forward, big table. What part of that? Don't you understand? But I do hope we're sitting forwards going back as well, so wishful thinking. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I won't be back on YouTube until the 3rd, but I'm hoping to do a video on the 23rd of this month. So like in about a week or so. So like in a week or so. So I'm hoping that'll be the plan. But like I said, if I don't do a vlog by then that means I've actually took a break. Now I'm officially going to be putting my ring light on my phone. There we go, ring light. So that's the general plan. So what's been happening? Well, you know when I said I've been to the cinema recently to see The Running Man, and that was my previous vlog, I think. Well, I've been to the cinema again. I think it was 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago. Went to see Wicked for Good, which was, excuse the pun, wicked. You thought I was going to say good. Anyway, so yeah, it was really good. There you go, I've said it. I really did enjoy it. And you know how last time when I watched the first Wicked film, oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. I had to put a power bank on my phone, so it was dying. Luckily, I had that handy. Anyway, so yeah, I went to see Wicked for Good. It was brilliant. I really thoroughly enjoyed the storyline. There were some twists and turns. Another pun. And there were some things that I didn't quite expect. And if they did this again, I would have changed bits and pieces. Not a lot, but bits and pieces. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to mention Ariana Grande's. Now, last time, Ariana Grande's acting. So last time when I watched the first Wicked film, which was hence last year, well, it was a couple of months before the second one, actually, to be honest. But hey ho. Anyway, well, it was a few months before the second one. But anyway, it was still 2024 when I watched the first Wicked film. I think it was December. So the next one was November. So yeah. Anyway, so watched the first one. And remember how I complained about Ariana Grande's acting in the first one, saying she's overacting and all the rest of it. She was annoying and stuff like that. I thought, well, with the second one, surprisingly, she did tone it down a bit. Yes, there were some overacting still. There was still some overacting that I was just about get over, if I'm really honest. I don't know what Hooch is trying to pull me for, but hey ho. So yeah, her acting was a little bit better than normal, whatever you call normal. But like I said, there was still some overacting, unfortunately, but she has done better. So, yeah, so well done, Ariana Grande. I mean, I prefer her singing, to be honest, because she's got a heck of a voice. But the acting, though, not sure. I mean, she has acted before in Nickelodeon sitcom Sam and Cat, which I've never watched. I've heard stories about it, but hey ho. So yeah, she has done some acting before. I thought, oh, okay. I kind of knew she was a bit of an actress. She kind of looks a bit like an actress, but she doesn't act like an actress, if that makes any sense. So to me, she's more of a singer. That's just me. Anyways, so yeah, she was quite good in the second one. But if I had to pick a favourite, I will admit I like the first one. Don't know why I like the first one. I mean, yeah, there was nothing wrong with the second one. I mean, I really did enjoy the second one. It was quite a triumph of seeing the second one. And yes, I would watch both of them together, Wicked 1 and 2. Yeah, I would watch them both together. However, the reason I said that the first one was better, in my opinion, is because there was a lot of animal cruelty, so there was a bit of a message there. Obviously a message about bullies, and the colour of someone's skin was another thing. Basically taking the PISS out of Elphaba, especially with her dance moves. But yeah. So yeah. That for me, the first one, it hit me. It really hit me. It really did. I can't explain why, but it really hit me. The second one, yeah, the message was sort of still there, but it was more focusing on other things, not mentioning what. But yeah, the message was still there, but it didn't give me that same, hit me situation. But I wasn't disappointed. I will admit, I was not disappointed. I mean, like I said, I really, really did enjoy it. I really, really did. Like I said, there was nothing wrong with it, in my opinion. I mean, yeah, I could have, if I was a director or an editor, I would tweak it a bit. But other than that, it was really, really quite worth the watch, actually. I really would recommend it. Really would recommend it. So, yeah. Really would recommend it. That's the third time I said that. I just realised. Anyway. What else? Had a meeting today, even though I turned up 18 minutes late, give or take a 2. Well, to be honest, I didn't quite look at the time. I was like, oh, sorry, I'm late, because I knew I was running late. I thought, shit. So yeah, I was late coming there. Then I saw a performance last night called Cinders on the Breadline. Now, you might have heard me mention about this performance, that I was going to see it in North Shields on Sunday. Well, at the last minute, I didn't go, did I? Only because I like my roast dinners. That was one of the main reasons. I liked my roast dinners. So, yeah, I missed that one. So, I watched the second showing, which was at the Anson pub. which was really quite cool. I got there early, very early, I should mention, but it was actually finding where the show was taking place, because you had the bar and stuff like that. So the guy in the corner, because my brain was shutting down at this point, the guy in the corner, he was like, "Oh, have you come to see the show?" That's when my brain woke up, saying, "Yes, I've come to see the show." It was like, "Right, it's in the function room upstairs." I was like, "Right, brilliant. Thank you." So yeah, my brain totally just shut down, because the woman thought I was on drugs or something. I thought, no, I'm not on drugs. I'm just autistic. That's all. My brain's just not functioning. It's going to a place on my own that I'm unfamiliar with. And that's basically the gist of it. So yeah, that was the main criteria. Well, not criteria, but the main reason. So yeah, I managed. I sat not too far to the front and not too far in the back. I sat in the 4th row near the front-ish, so I could still see the stage and see what was happening, etc, etc. And luckily one of my friends were there that I met in Darlington. So she sat next to me on my right, so she was kind of like my support bubble in a roundabout way, even though we didn't really talk much. But yeah, she was like my little support bubble person. So yeah, I really appreciated it. Otherwise, if it wasn't for her, I think I would have been too overwhelmed, and I don't know if I would have left on the first interval, like at the end of the first part of the show. But I was determined to see both parts. If I'm really honest, I was determined to see both parts of the show, only because the show was a pantomime. Now, I've got nothing against pantomimes, because I did watch a pantomime when I was a kid, and it was Peter Pan. It was in Canterbury, if I remember correctly, and my favourite was the Crocodile. Totally different experience at the Anson pub, because people were shouting, like literally shouting in my ear hole. Compared to when I was a kid, yeah, you heard people shouting, but they weren't in my ear hole, were they? So yeah, it was a totally different experience. So yeah, there was people shouting in my ear hole. I thought, oh my god, my ears are bleeding. Well, not literally bleeding, but it felt like they were bleeding. I thought, Jesus Christ. But I'm determined not to wear ear defenders, even though my dad's like, you could wear ear defenders. I'm like, no. I mean, yeah, thanks, but no. I don't want to be one of those people who wear ear defenders. part of me wants to embrace the sound, but I know when my ears can't tolerate a sound for too long, that's when it's like, yeah, cover your ears. But yeah, so I appreciate my dad saying, oh, how about ear defenders? I'm like, no, I'm not wearing ear defenders. So yeah, ear defenders is not for everyone, and I'm one of them. I'm not gonna be one of those who wear ear defenders. That's just me. If there's a sound that I don't like, I'll just cover my ears with my fingers, that I have done for as long as I remember. Or if I've got music in my ears, that sometimes helps as well. But if I'm watching a show, I can't have music in my ears because I want to concentrate what's happening. So But I think I've done well, personally. I think I've done well. I didn't get home until just gone 10, give or take. I've dimmed it down so I can see where I'm going. So yeah, that's basically what's been happening. So yeah, that's about it, really. So yeah, that's about it. I know I've been on here for 25 minutes. So yeah, I'm going to catch you later, YouTubers. Live long and prosper. And again, for the final time, if I see you on the 23rd, I'll see you on the 23rd. If I don't, then I'll see you after the 2nd of January. So around about the 3rd of January, I'll see you. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Anyways, adios, and live long and prosper. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, only if you really want to. You don't have to.